Greetings, gentlemen and ladies. DevDude here today, and we are in Unreal Engine 5 taking a look at some AI motion captured video to animation animations. These have all been motion captured from only video, no motion capture suits, nothing like that, just video to animation. Let's take a closer look. So we've got one here doing a Tai Chi routine. We've got someone here doing high knees. We've got a ballet interpretive dance. We've got a kung fu kick in slow motion over here. We've got someone who's dancing with a partner who is not there in this particular. And then we've got a couple of fancy TikTok dances going on. So to put this into context, here is a look inside of Quick Magic AI rather. And this is a look at the source video, which is tracking one of two characters, which is actually capable of doing very easily. And there's the animation using the Unreal Engine skeleton. Now, I have talked to the people at Quick Magic AI for an Unreal Engine 5 skeleton export, and they are working on it. Right now it's Unreal Engine 4, but that seems to work pretty fine with retargeting. Anyway, let's take a look at a couple more here. So here we have a kung fu kick. It's actually kind of useful to watch this one because it goes in slow motion and you can see the details pretty clearly. You can see the hands are tracking quite well. The arm placement, the foot placement, a lot of things. The foot stays rooted on the ground where it's supposed to. It twists when I'm supposed to. Foot placement is a tricky thing. I've tried quite a few other motion capture AI softwares, and they have quirky problems. This is actually the best one that I've stumbled across. Actually, I didn't even stumble across. They found me on the DevDude channel and said, hey, can you check this out? And I'm like, you know what? It's funny because I was just looking into these and I couldn't find one that had great results. And sure enough, this one is really quite good. Here we have a rather complex ballet set of movements. Even still, look at the following of the hands. Look at the following of the feet. The head is a little bit is having a hard time here. The head's having a little trouble keeping up with the flexibility, I think, of that ballerina. But otherwise, this is really solid. So let me show you how easy this is to do. I'm heading over to pexels.com to get some free videos. It works best when you have a full body in motion. That is heads and feet and everything stays in scene. That is best. I'm going to go ahead and download this. I am also going to trim this video so that it is the more relevant part of the animation. This one kind of gets a little bit too close to the camera, I think, here. So we're going to trim that up. And then all we need to do is head back over into Quick Magic and use the AI Mocap option. Click to import a video. We're going to find our video, upload it. It will do a quick analyzation. From here, we're going to choose the roll detection button, rather click it, and it will find the character in the screen automatically. And then we're going to say which character skeleton type do we want to use here. In our case, it's Unreal Engine 4, so I'm just going to drag that into the scene like so. Move on to the next step. Now you're going to want to make sure to toggle on your hands if you want to animate the hands. We're also going to leave that to original pose, although it seems like animations are always importing in T-pose. I've talked to the developers about this to fix that starting T-pose frame, and I think they are working on it. Now in this case we have a moving camera, so I'm going to let Quick Magic know that, so that will hopefully help it out. And we're going to go ahead and click on Generate Now. And for pricing, gentlemen and ladies, let's take a quick look. So for $9.90 per month, you get 150 V-Coins. A short animation will probably cost you around 2 or 3 V-Coins. Like I think this one might have cost 4 or 5 V-Coins or something like that. So basically you're looking at nickels and dimes probably per animation. The longer animations, like this one here, is about 30 seconds long, which is quite long for an animation, especially in like a game. This one here cost, I believe it was like, what was it, 15 V-Coins or something like that. So this one was about $1. But like I say, if you're doing game dev and stuff like that, probably you're going to be looking at much shorter looping animations. So that's not going to be really too expensive. Let's load up this animation and see how we do with Kung Fu Guy, or Karate Guy rather. So there we go, Karate Guy. I'm going to just pan around a little bit here so we can motion match and see how that's looking. But as you can see, yeah, we're even starting with a source video that has camera movement, and yet Quick Magic is still able to pretty well find the movements, find the motions does a pretty good job. Now, I will say that if you that another feature here that I actually really found useful is this 2D refinement option. So if you're looking at an animation that's nearly good, but it's got a few things wrong, you can actually go through frame by frame by frame right here. Like for example, let's see, actually no, that's pretty good. You can go through frame by frame by frame and you can find errors. Like if you really want to get specific, you're not usually going to be doing a 600 frame animation. This is really long, right? Especially for game dev, right? You're going to be doing short looping animations for the most part. But you can actually go through frame by frame by frame and find errors, and you can adjust the position of the feet or, you know, hands or whatever the case may be for the skeleton. Frame by frame, you can go through it frame by frame by frame and fix up errors like that. So that's pretty helpful, pretty handy. Actually, for those of you who might want to see the import process into Unreal Engine, let's quickly just download this. Now, since this was done with Unreal Engine, it's automatically going to download that UE4 mannequin skeleton base. So I'm just going to grab this FBX, extract from the zip file onto my desktop, and I'm going to go ahead and import that animation, import game animation, browse to my desktop, find the animation, and I'm going to actually leave the skeleton alone. In this case, it will import with its own skeleton. Make sure I have import animations checked, and I'm just going to go ahead and import. Now, you could import onto your existing, you know, character skeleton, so you don't have to retarget animations, and I was doing that for a while. It works fine. But there we go. There we have it. So there we've got our animation sequence, and we can take a look, and that should look like our Kung Fu guy doing Kung Fu moves. Sure enough, there he is doing his Kung Fu moves. Now, all we need to do to retarget that is right click, and we go to retarget animations, and from here I'm going to select my character. This is a DAZ character, DAZ 3D character with a default DAZ 3D skeleton, which I have exported in a certain way that it becomes nicely compatible with UE4. I have a tutorial on that on my Werewolven channel, the game dev channel, if you want more specific instructions. But there we go, there we have it. This is the retargeted animation, and I mean, it's great. This is great. This is an absolutely phenomenal program. Inexpensive, easy, fast, does a really good job. This is an indie dev's animation dream and an animator's nightmare. Sorry guys. I'll see you guys in the next video.